Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good morning to all my 5 Syafie peoples. Today is 25th May 2021. We are going to have our third English lesson for this PDPR. So are you guys ready? Let's get started. Okay, so what are we going to learn today? Let's watch this video.
Don't, doesn't. This video will teach you when to use don't and doesn't. Remember not to get the two confused. Doesn't is the shortened version of does not. Doesn't has 3 main uses. It can be used with he. For example, he doesn't speak French. It can be used with she. For example, she doesn't like chocolate. And it can be used with it. It doesn't make any sense. It's important to understand that doesn't also has another use. It is used when referring to the name of just one person or thing. For example, Emma doesn't like reading. We know in this example that Emma is just one person, therefore we would use doesn't. We cannot replace Emma with a plural. It would not make any sense. For example, we could not say, they doesn't like reading, because they is plural. Let's take a look at some more examples to better understand the use of doesn't. She doesn't have any money. It doesn't snow much here. Claire doesn't want to play. As you can see in all of these examples, doesn't is used when referring to just one person or thing. Don't is the shortened version of do not. Don't is used when you are writing about more than one person or thing. For example, we don't want to come with you. We is referring to more than one person, therefore we use don't. It would not make any sense to use doesn't in this example. Don't also has 2 other uses. It is used in sentences with you. For example, you don't speak French. It is also used in sentences with I. For example, I don't know the answer. Let's take a look at some more examples. Some rivers don't flow freely anymore. This example is correct because rivers is plural. There is more than one river, therefore we would use don't. You don't have to pretend you like it. This is also correct. I don't want to go to the party. If you're not sure which one is right, you should use the long form does not or do not to check. Let's take a look at an example of how you can do this. Sophie don't like milk. When you change don't into the long form, it forms the sentence, Sophie do not like milk. And this is incorrect. Let's replace the don't with doesn't. Sophie doesn't like milk. The long form of doesn't is does not. So we have Sophie does not like milk. This is grammatically correct.
Okay, so from the video, we can see that we are going to learn don't versus doesn't. Okay, let's look at the note here. We use don't or doesn't to make a negative sentence in the simple present tense. Okay, for us to choose don't or doesn't, we have to look at the subject. Okay, if the subject is I, you, we, they, we use don't. For example, I don't go. You don't want. We don't like. Alright? And so on. Okay, if the subject is he, she, or it, or the singular subjects, okay, we will use doesn't. He doesn't go. She doesn't want. It doesn't like. Alright? Okay, let's look at the sentences here. If it is affirmative, we will say, you speak English. But if it is in a negative form, you will say, you don't speak English. Okay, because the subject is you, so we use don't. Don't speak English. Alright, okay. The next one is, if it is affirmative, we will say, he speaks English. Okay, look at the verb here. We have S for the verb because it is the singular subject. Okay, so he speaks English. If it is in a negative form, we will say, he doesn't speak English. Okay, let's look at the verb here. Because we have doesn't, we have to drop the S. Okay. Okay, so you have to be careful with I no live in Japan is incorrect. It should be I don't live in Japan. Okay. She has a cat. Yes. She doesn't has a cat. It is incorrect. It should be she doesn't have a cat. Alright? Okay. Okay, so for task 1, I want you to take out your module. Okay, look at this page. What you have to do is you have to write the correct answer. Let's look at number 1. I blank want to go to the concert. Because we have I here, so the answer should be, yes, good. I don't want to go to the concert. Okay, let's look at question 2. She, yes, she doesn't. She is singular, so she doesn't like sweet food. Okay, for the rest of the sentences here, I want you to do it on your own. Alright, okay, for task 2, okay, we are going to look into questions with do or does. Okay, we use do or does to make a question in the simple present tense. Okay, we want to make a question, we have to use do or does. Okay, for example, number 1, do I, you, we, they. If the subject is I, you, we, they, we will use do. Do I go? Do you want? Do we like? Alright. Okay, if the subject is he, she, it, we will use does. Does he go? Does she want? Does it like? Right? Or if we have any singular subject, for example, Abu, so we can say, does Abu want? Okay, alright, like that. Okay, look at here, the sentences down here. If it is affirmative, you will say, you speak English. If it is a question, you will start with, do you speak English? Okay, why you use do? Because of the subject you. Because of you, so you use do. Do you speak English? Alright. Another one is, he speaks English. Okay, for the question, okay, you look at the subject again. If it is singular, you will use does. So, does he speak English? Okay, in question, if we have does, we have to drop the S for the verb. Okay, so it will be, does he speak English? Okay, so let's look at this page. What you have to do here is, okay, first one, you have to match questions 1 to 5 with answers A to E. Alright. Okay, let's see number 1. What presents do you prefer? Okay, this is the answer. I prefer money. Okay, so for number 2 until number 5, you can do on your own. Okay, how about this one? Down here, you have to circle the correct words in rules 1 to 4. Okay, these are the rules, so you have to circle the correct words. Okay, let's look at number 1. We use do and does or are and is when we make present simple questions with regular verbs. So what's the keyword here? Make present simple questions. Okay, when we want to make questions, we use, yes, good, do and does. Okay, so you circle the correct answers. Okay, how about this one? Circle the correct words. Okay, so does you get up at 6 a.m.? Look at the subject. What is the subject? Okay, the subject is you. So you have to use do. Very good. So do you get up at 6 a.m.? Okay, that's for a question. Okay, let's see question 3. Does or do your dad watch TV in the evening? So what's the subject here? Your dad. So your dad is singular or plural? Yes, good. It is singular. So what should be the answer? Does or do? Okay, yes, the answer is does. So you circle does. Okay, so I want you to do the rest on your own. I think it is for now. So if you have any problem, you can always PM me, alright? Okay, with that, I wish you good luck and bye.